Hey everybody, this is a Napoleon game. Not playing a whole lot of this lately, but I'm kind of getting back into it. I'm playing a Napoleon game. This is me right here. I'm the Ottoman player. We're on pyramids. My partner is Django Kill, one of the huntsman guys. And we played a 2v2 on pyramids. We're both Ottomans. Django's build is worth taking a look at. He's got 4 Bashi over there, and then 5 Janissaries. These Janissaries all have 5 chevrons, which is more melee than I usually bring when I play the hill position. What was kind of weird, we were talking about it, is that Django usually plays the flat position, and I usually play the hill position, so it's a little bit of a role reversal for us. And that's what we're doing. Got a couple cav in there. Nothing really exciting. Me personally, I have 3 lights, 5 melee, and I think 7 line, 4 cavs, so that's what we're doing. We're playing against a random pug team, a pickup group. What we were talking about when this is going on is how critical communication is on this map between partners, or coordination between partners, because this hill right here is the big cherry that you want to get, but the players spawned a little weird far away from it. So if one team is more coordinated, like let's say that I send Django a couple units to help him get on that hill or whatever, then this player's going to be outnumbered. I mean, I guess this is the nature of 2v2s in general, or I guess you could argue 3v or 4v4s. So, but I think that for some reason this map, more than any other, tends to highlight the discrepancies between team coordination. You can see that I initially jog to the right here to try to shore up Django's left flank. His opponent, let's get down to play. His opponent brought a pretty interesting build. He brought a lot of Highland foot, which are really good in melee, and then some regular foot, no lights or anything, which is actually probably not as bad a build as you think on that position on the map. The partner over there has something more traditional with a bunch of lights and everything. I'm going to ignore this section of the battle for a while, but what I'm going to do is kind of hide in the ditch right, hide in the ditch right here while he gets his army into position. But 2 things to notice. First is that the partners have lost communication with each other. It's really just this guy up in the hill here fighting against Django. And so Django starts, he gets some lineup, and then some Bashi come in. This dude charges a cav unit into these Bashi, which is a really good move, actually. You catch melee infantry in the open with cav is the best way to counter them. I'm not a huge fan of the way that Django put this attack together. I don't like it when players bunch units up so much like this. He's in an awkward position because he's attacking uphill, so there's not much that he can do anyway. But he does do a couple really smart things here in a moment. The first is that he moves the shooter cav onto the flank just to shoot. For you players maybe newer, well, nobody's newer to the game at this point, but getting to position shooter cav on the flank like that is very powerful, because it doesn't give this guy much option. He can either get into square and get shot at, or it can sit there and get shot at, or get charged, and Django's actually moving his cav around to get in the back of this guy right now. So the attack on the right flank of this guy, I was a little, I mean, Django charges 4 Bashi in there, and then a couple Lancers up into the front of him. See, he gets in a square. I think that was maybe a little crude. That could have been done a little more elegantly. It was a good counter charge from the GB player into the cav. But what he did do is he leveraged disorganization in the GB line to get his shooter cav into a good position. And I thought that Django did that really well. And another thing that he's doing is, the old adage is true, when your melee guys are involved keeping their guys busy, he has this line unit here that's just destroying shit. On the left side of the line, Django makes a really nice charge here. A couple Janissaries are already involved, but these Janissaries make 2 charges on 2 separate targets. One thing I didn't like about Django's previous charge is how multiple units went after the same unit. Here he's done it right, and he's had separate units go after separate units, or 1 unit per, target, which is the way to do it. And this GB guy is just getting the shit chewed out of him. You know, that really nice charge. I mean, if I was going to be hypercritical, you might even say that Django overcommitted. He was beating this guy so bad he didn't need to. This down the middle is a charge from the cav of the left player, and this is kind of his last gasp. This is a terrible charge. He has 4 units again, all going to the same spot. You're really wasting your charge bonus when you do that. You want to charge 1 unit at a time, at 1 target at a time. And again, Django has the advantage because this guy's going to sit in the back and shoot. If I was Django here, he might have been, probably no, but I'd be trying to pull my Janissaries out willy-nilly. Just get those guys the fuck out of there. And he's wrapped up the right side of the line. So that was kind of an interesting battle, because in terms of winning the hill, what Django did is he didn't actually get on top of the hill. What he did is he let his opponent take the hill and then counterattacked, which you don't see very often. It's kind of what I liked about this battle. A different strategy. The team that spawns over there has a shorter path to the hill, so this is probably a good template of how to go about a hill assault. Normally most players will make it a little more difficult for you. They've got lights in front there, yada yada, but I thought that he did a pretty good job of drawing this guy off the hill. We had a little bit of a ace in the hole. My lights there were kind of with a range advantage for egging this guy on, but that's kind of how it wound up, which is kind of a good game. This guy here, when he realizes the game is lost, just rage quits, so we'll kick him forward. So this is an AI controlling this army here, which won't take that long for me to deal with. And my partner has some dudes coming on over. But I think the real lesson for this game is you got to be really careful about how you charge your melee troops, be they cav or infantry. You want to make sure that they get maximum value out of them. You can see over here I'm doing the same trick with shooter cav that Django was doing. I'm willing just to use them as pseudo infantry, as guys that fire muskets. So that's what we're doing. And the game really isn't in doubt here. Oh, man, sensitive. Yeah, we're just wrapping these guys up. I think I let my Bashi go berserk a little bit in this portion of the battle and start chewing up their infantry. Bashi Bazook, the best unit in the game. They're so cheap, they're so deadly. They just throw everything out of the other. Another thing I might mention in this map, I'm sure you played a lot, but the little bumps and curves, you know, the little hills and ridges in this map are pretty damn valuable. Pretty damn valuable. You want to take advantage of that. I know that I certainly did, to minimize casualties with this guy's rifles and lights were shooting at me. So that's something you want to do. But hey, there was a Napoleon game, and thanks Django for playing with me. I forgot the names of the other players involved, so sorry about that, guys. But it was fun to get back out there and play some Napoleon. I've been playing a little bit, mostly under the radar, kind of by myself, 1v1s on grass, see if I can get a game every now and then. So there you go. Hey, Battlefire and Elite Waffles. There you go. I think Django, yeah, he killed way more guys than I did. So anyway, GG guys, and thanks for watching.